Well, Brock, the fans were out and shouting J-E-T-S Jets well before the gates opened here. And now they fill the stands of MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Two of the NFL's best starts challenging each other here. Off we go in a Week 4 showdown. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
2nd and 10 now. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, so often we talk about speed offensively, right? We love receivers that can run. Well, that was a perfect example of how speed kills you defensively. A hurried throw, almost an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack. Speed's the difference.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Back to throw. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that brings up 4th and long. Here comes the punting unit for the Jets. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. 58 yards on the punt there. And the Titans will get set to take over. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now we're on the counter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Let's go now.
Back to the well again. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. And in it a single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
3rd and 4 coming up now. He's dropping back to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. It's a gain of 4. And the Titans will have a 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
1st and 10. Ball set up at the 48. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
2nd and 6 now. Short pass brought in. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Offense sure is marching to begin this game. Here's a first down from the 30. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 27. Connects on the crosser. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
The shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run, but I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
This throw is cut. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
All right, still scoreless through 1 quarter, but that looks like it's going to change pretty soon. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. More from MetLife coming right up. Ready to go with our 2nd quarter. Titans with the ball and a chance to score. Quick pass, right side, complete. Touchdown, Tennessee. Well, whether he stays the go-to guy the entire game remains to be seen, Brock, but no doubt about it on that opening drive. He was the star. Bunch of catches and a touchdown to begin this one.
Yeah, Kate, I think it's twofold. Number one, this guy, you just know, you want to get that engine started because when it revs hot, big things happen for this offense. Number two, you felt like there were people there you could pick on defensively. And this defense, better find some answers for this playmaker.
That one splits the uprights. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Here comes Williams on the return. Now bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Oh, movement on the line before the snap, though. This is going to be a false start. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. He's going to throw this one. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
Let's go now.
Straight ahead they go with Jones. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. Offense in the hurry up here. Dialing up a pass here on third down. Has it downfield, working the left. He will go! Touchdown, New York! The Jets can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
That one right down the middle. And the Jets tie this game 7-7. Badgley on to kick this one away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They're out and set. First and 10. Hand off to the back. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Second down now, 7 to go. Slot man motioned over. Back-to-back carries here. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. That's going to be a gain of 6, and they need only inches now here on third down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
And it's a nickel look from the Jets. Third down. They give it to him again. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
And they've got themselves another first and 10. Another carry for him. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you'd like to have some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Setting up a throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to bring him down at the 36.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, He took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
First down, ball at the 36. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Moving on into the red zone. Gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans take a second quarter lead. He broke the tackle he needed to, Brock. And how about that effort then to keep it going and eventually reach that end zone?
Yeah, that's awesome on the offensive side. Defensively, not every missed tackle is the same. It may be on a stat sheet, but sometimes that help to finish a play isn't arriving quick enough, and you're the only one, the last line of defense. And in that moment, you got to scratch, you got to claw, you got to tear to make the stop. Because a broken tackle, well, can mean a touchdown.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Return starts from the goal line. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Cowboy 80. Let's go. Ready?
They'll come out throwing. He puts everything behind this one. Big gain downfield. Touchdown, New York! The Jets can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
Badgley on to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 28. That one's complete, right side. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be a Tennessee 1st down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. The give now out of the shotgun. We've got a fumble pretty close to midfield. And this is scooped up by the Jets.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's at a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
This, the snap that's going to take us inside the 2-minute warning.
Here we go.
1st and 10. Here's Jones. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. So it's the 2-minute warning here from MetLife. The Jets hoping to break this tie before the half. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Jones once more. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Let's go now. Let's go.
From the 42. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going. And you got to react as it begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Ready.
Back to throw now. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Jets get some late points and the lead. Badgley for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Jets break that tie and now lead by 7. Badgley on to kick this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. So not a holding call. One of the linemen actually too far downfield that time. That's what drew the flag. First down, he'll throw it. Complete out to the right. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Finds Laporta. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Let's go. Go street.
To throw it on 1st down. Laporta with the grab. And he's out of bounds right at that 25-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And 3rd and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
2nd and 3 now. Running back sent in motion. From the 25 on second down. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. Tennessee calling its second timeout now. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Check.
Complete on the option. And that's a Tennessee touchdown. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
That one splits the uprights. And the Titans tie this game at 21. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. And even 20 seconds left at their disposal on the final drive of this half. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Here we go, shot.
From the 39. He's trying to push the field. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. He's back to throw. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
They'll punt it away again. Blake Gillikin coming back to the field. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. Blake Gillikin on to punt. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. First punt win 45 yards. This looks considerably further. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Eward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half. All tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go now.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Crosses midfield, still going. And he has it down to the 26-yard line. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Man in motion, out of the slot.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Lone back gets the handoff. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Here we go, here we go.
He finds him right side. Touchdown, Tennessee. He hung in there as long as he could. A lot of quarterbacks would have bailed out, and it was what you talked about, Brock, that courage that kept the chant for the touchdown alive.
Yeah, that touchdown's going to show up on his stat sheet making the catch or the quarterback's stat sheet for making the throw, but hey, can we put some touchdowns up there for the big boys up front? It was their blocking and buying of time for that play that led to the score.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Viking 18, go!
Airing it out to start this drive. He's going deep. Brought in inside the 20. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Jets start the second half with some needed points. That is as efficient as an offense can be. One play, 70 yards, and 6 points, Brock. They can save the rest of the plays they had prepared for their next series.
Rest of the plays? Why even call a different one? I mean, that one hit the sweet spot on the barrel and got out of the yard in a hurry. Perfect call to catch him sleeping to start that drive.
Badgley on to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Simple dive up the middle. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the 29. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Throwing from the gun here. Has him on the quick hitter. And what a hit there. Alex, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
On first down, they'll run. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 47. Short pass brought in. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Throwing from the gun. Dumps it off to his running back. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Throwing it. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. This play goes for 36. And the Titans will have a first down. Handoff now out of the gun. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Handoff now from the gun. And they bring him down pretty quickly at the 10. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3. That's the end of the 3rd on Sunday night. It's been a thrilling game, an absolute barn burner that is shockingly still tied as we get set for the 4th. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Off the play fake, he'll throw. And that's a Tennessee touchdown. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. Extra point added on by McPherson. And the Titans break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Starting the drive with a give to Jones. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Here's 2nd and 7. Completed over the middle. And this one doesn't go far. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
He'll look to throw. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. And the Titans take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away, just as they did.
Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. With a handoff up the gut. And he got there to make the stop at the line of scrimmage.
Hey, I know 3rd and 1 feels like an automatic running down, but after seeing that last play yield you nothing, this offense and that coordinator's got a seed of doubt. This defense playing some mind games with them.
One yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches.
Let's go. 70 Lions.
They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down and they want the ball, but a 3rd down run for a 1st down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
They'll come up 1st and 10.
Go.
Right up the gut. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
A humble 5-6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
They'll run now on 2nd down. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. Back to the well again. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Titans feeling lucky with a 7-point lead.
Ready up.
Another chance at it on 2nd and goal, still from the 5.
Here we go. Set. Riggs.
Back-to-back carries here. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Titans go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get 1, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Point after up and good by McPherson. And the Titans double their lead to 14.
Jets 28.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
They're on the 30-yard line.
Got it. Ready.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Set. Ready.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. And the 1st down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Let's go now.
Back to throw. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Titans are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his 1st career interception.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. You got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead. That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Here we go. Here we go. Let go.
Plowing up the middle. And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans have likely locked up the win right there. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. In baseball, it's 3 strikes and you're out. I know you experienced that a lot, but on the gridiron, you're feeling pretty happy, right? If you can strike the end zone 3 times in one game.
Yeah, I'd rather go hockey and soccer. That's just the positive guy in me. They call that a hat trick. It's worth celebrating. And yeah, they should celebrate this effort.
That one right down the middle. And the Titans stretch their lead to 21. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Come on. Set. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Hut, hut.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. Could not beat the defender there. And it's going to be second down.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Hauled in left side. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. To throw here on first down. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
You know, ball skills, they're not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge gain.
Set up. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready?
Second down carry for Jones. They get an even 10 on that play. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
I don't know, kid. I didn't think he had it. That back did. He knew exactly where he had to get for the first down. Pops up right away and signals first down.
They'll head up first and 10 from the 42.
Let's go. Ready, ready?
Pass play now. Pass taken in by Burton. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They'll throw on first. Intercepted in the end zone. Picked by their rookie out of Florida State. Along the right sideline, there's space. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown. But we all saw his teammates yelling at him, go down for the touchback. Yeah, no chance of that. He saw a lane to take it from one end zone to the other, and he did just that.
You know, and in that sense, he's no different than a kick returner bringing it out of the end zone. That's why some think DBs make the best return men. They just got that unique way of seeing the field, whether it's on a kickoff or going 100+ for a pick six. Wow.
That one splits the uprights. And the Titans grow their lead yet again. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
Set. 70 Timberwolf. Hut.
Now a give up the middle to Jones. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41.
Let's go.
Keeping that pace going as the clock continues to run. First and 10, looking to throw. Trying to push it deep downfield. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. But ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
Ready.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for one, maybe two more snaps.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that was just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
Here we go.
Third down, here's Jones. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. The outcome's decided here, but we got a timeout with 2 seconds on the clock so they can think it over before their final play.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Desperation time here on fourth. Trying to push it deep downfield. And that last pass falls incomplete as this game comes to a close. So it's a win on the road for the Titans. And their start to the season not cooling off by any means as they move to 4-0 on the year. With Brock Ewart and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans are your winners as we say so long from New York.
You talking about? Let's do something else with that. That's what she said. She said, say less. Say less. 'Cause you already got me, baby. Say less. Say less. Talking's only slowing us down. Say less.
I'm a gentleman, baby, and a dog with a bite. I just wanna nibble on your night. So sentimental when I step in the middle. When I do a little dance till it turns daylight. So jump, in a moment. Margella got me feeling iconic. And if you can't groove, she don't want it. Great sex, say less.
She said, baby, what you talking about? Let's do something else with that. That's what she said. She said, say less. Say less. 'Cause you already got me, baby. Say less. Say less. Talking's only slowing us down. Say less. Say less.
Stop the road when you walking. You left your head still talking. You leaving me no options. Say less. Say that's how I be happening. Just for all my not abandoned. For my ladies on stage, they clapping. Transaction, cause your mama need a mansion. Get crackin', put them in it. Can't forget the yellow brother in. Shed so many tears, lost 100 friends. Every time I see them, I'ma need that. Believe that. Label tryna give me feedback, tell me bring the streets back. Fans said they want 2015 Vince. Drop big fish, cuz been weak since. Damn, tell me how you really feel. Yeah. All I wanted was a couple mil, make the city proud. Put it down for them, come and tear it down. What are you about? In the ghetto, I'm a Martian, crash landing. In the dirty apartments, stay silent. I'll forever be the hardest, big time. Like New Orleans, real shine. Like Magnolia, yeah. City in the ghetto, I'm a soldier. Where they at? Where they at? Money growing on trees, hanging on palms, spilling. Code 304, she don't want a 16. Renegade on up, make it. Buy a tree, no love, I'ma sleep with my Porsche 911, slide through the section. Gotta show my homies I'm on now. Both souls on the ground, never sold out. What you know about this? No glitz and glamour. Under my polo pajamas, face getting ran, gotta watch for the cameras. Before you get freaky, can't with no random these the sneaky. If police come action, then you never see me. The ghetto will trap you, but I love it. Yeah, I love it. In the ghetto, I'm a Martian, crash landing. In the dirty apartments, stay silent. I'll forever be the hardest, big time. Like New Orleans, real shine. Like Magnolia, yeah. City in the ghetto, I'm a soldier. Where they at? Where they at?
Oh, we need nobody else but God. That's all we need, you understand what I'm saying? Everybody else is sour, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, family, turn your back on you, everything, you know what I'm talking about? But you know one thing, you got a soldier like me, I'm gonna stay solid, baby, to the bone, bro, so you know me. You understand what I'm saying? Off the top. Yeah.
I don't need your flowers, I'm living. First time I seen $1 million, I'm squinting. Broken me a pack to help me hustle. Came a long way from the project buildings. That's where Granny went when she left Louisiana, trying to dodge Jim Crow. But you can't escape the master stained glass windows. Got my vision from the past. I'm probably finna go to hell, but it don't matter, seeing heaven on earth. No, I could've been up on the shirt. If I ain't get my together, go to work. I've been hitting licks since flip verse first. Riding with